world's best hurdler, challenges the top sprinters at Millrose Games. Usain Bolt took 3 more gold medals in his final Olympic dash at the 2016 Rio Games before resurfacing briefly last summer, with a final sprint of farewell races, including the third-place finish in the 100 at the World Championships in London, bringing to an end the most awarded career by a male sprinter in the sport's history. 18 months after Rio, the void he left behind as the face of track remains unfilled. Maybe runners of Bolt's achievement, personality and worldwide recognition can't be replaced by one individual athlete. It's also common to see the sport's popularity plummet in post-Olympics years, among U.S. viewers in particular, and for track athletes to be replaced in the public eye by Olympians of a different sort, figure skaters, skiers, bobsledders and the like. That doesn't mean the sport of track and field isn't obsessed with the question, who's next? It's only natural to ask, if almost impossible to answer. On the men's side, maybe it's American sprinter Christian Coleman, a silver medalist in the 100 meters in London. It could be Canada's Andre DeGrasse, who took a silver and 2 bronze medals in Rio. Or maybe those wondering about Bolt's successor won't need to look far, geographically speaking. In fellow Jamaican Omar McLeod, the reigning world and Olympic champion in the 110 hurdles, track and field may find an athlete capable of at least mimicking Bolt's impact, in Olympic success and, for the self-described complete goofball, in temperament and enthusiasm. It's all about having an image. It's all about the fans. If you connect with the fans, you automatically win, McLeod said. That's something I'm trying to do more. It's a different level to it, taking up that mantle. It can't be, I run fast but don't have personality, or, I have personality but don't run fast. Talent speaks for itself, and I don't think you should necessarily try to be someone else. But that's my personality. Just like Bolt, I have an upbeat personality. Being myself is all about that. I always laugh, I always have a joke. To chase the long shadow Bolt cast over the sport meant to change. McLeod's post-Olympic stretch has been a period of transition, from changing coaches, his home base, his training style and even his primary focus. While already established as the world's top hurdler, McLeod and his coach, Edric Floreal, have spent this season concentrating on something else, sprinting. The decision came after a summit with Floreal, the track coach at the University of Kentucky, who not long after meeting McLeod, the two were connected by his agent, Claude Bryan, and found common ground as former track standouts at the University of Arkansas, broached the idea of widening the 23-year-old's skill set. In choosing Floreal as his coach, McLeod joined a Kentucky staff of volunteer assistants that includes long jumper Shaquille Saunders and 11 hurdles world record holder Kendra Harris and 400 hurdles world champion Corey Carter. In discussing their common goals, Floreal raised the opportunity to potentially grasp a leading role in track. The idea appealed to McLeod, who was at a point in his career where he needed change, he said. Both agreed on another idea. McLeod's talent may be wasted if focused solely on the hurdles. McLeod wanted to expand his horizons, Floreal said. He doesn't want to be known as a guy who just runs the hurdles, Floreal said. In our sport, if you're just a one-trick pony you're just a person. But if you're able to dominate and able to do multiple events, you become a little more marketable. He thought he could leave a bigger mark by doing more events. I think one thing that people forget is Omar has won all the championships World Indoor, World Outdoor, Olympics. So it's almost like, what's next? Just keep running. We're fully immersed into that and trying to take it to the next level. Sprinting isn't new to McLeod, who has cracked the 10-second mark in the 100 and has the strength and endurance to shine in the 200, the latter his favorite of the two distances. This weekend, McLeod will be in the 60 at the Millrose Games in New York, racing against fellow Jamaican Asafa Powell and Americans Cameron Burrell, Ronnie Baker and Clayton Vaughn. Yet embracing the discipline entails accepting an unfamiliar sensation. McLeod is a dominant hurdler, but the shift towards sprinting will come with its risks. Central among them an inevitable growing curve against athletes concentrated solely on the shorter distances. The choice also raises a question: when so dominant in one event, is McLeod wise to draw his focus away from hurdling? "I know I can be really successful with it," McLeod said. "Maybe it's a little risky, going from what I do and what I dominate to another event where I'll probably get beat a couple of times. But that's okay. I know that I can grow. It aligns with the goals I set out for myself. I know if I accomplish those goals I'll be well on the way to taking up that mantle. It's humbling and it's an honor. All I need to do is do what I do, be myself, and I think it'll happen. Any short-term struggles, should they exist, are aimed at the long-term goal of inheriting Bolt's status as the must-see figure in men's track and field. Hurdlers can dominate an event but can't own the sport. An athlete capable of competing in the hurdles and sprints at a gold medal level can, however. The question of who's next in track may be answered by how well McLeod handles what's next. "It's not a matter of reinventing the wheel," Florio said. "We're just expanding the wheel, making the wheel a little bit bigger.